Today, I'm going to cover how to call those leads that are already in your system. What you can do actually is call from the system online, or you can call from the app. But a lot of people are intimidated on doing that. So I'm going to show you how to do that from start to finish, on how to get the phone number, how to set up those calls. And also, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of using the system versus using other systems that you might be interested in. My name is Tony. I've been a GHL expert for the last 4 years and have helped hundreds of people take their business from not knowing anything basically about their CRM system, follow-ups, or how to automate the process. And I've done consultations with one-on-ones or groups of people and in person. So if you're looking for that extra step, like that shortcut to get ahead, let me know. I'm here, but let's jump into this video. When you go under settings, then you're going to come to phone system. Yours might look a little different here, but it's all the same. We're going to connect our system to Lead Connector, and that's what's going to allow us to make phone calls and send text messages from your system, and not only from your laptop, but on the go. I'll let you guys know about that too, where you could do it directly from the app. I know you guys have heard about A2P registration. Don't be afraid of that, right? Some of the rules have changed, but you can usually figure it out yourself just to get the A2P registration done, or you can reach out to me. My VA has done that for all of my clients as well. Let's go into the settings. We have the phone system. It's not going to have any phone numbers for you, because what we have to do is get a new phone number by clicking this button here. So once we come to this screen, what we can see is that each phone number that we purchase is only $1.15. Here's my word of caution for you, because even though the number is super cheap, the phone calls and the text messages can be upcharged. That's not a lot until you make hundreds of calls, right? So just be aware of that. And in order to purchase the correct phone number, what we want to do is hit that button there where we use the filter. And we're going to search for this part. I'm in Maryland, so I'm going to use 443. And I'm going to make it the first part of the number, okay? So then that way that zip code comes through. We're going to apply. And then you see we have all of these phone numbers to choose from. You could choose more than one phone number. You can have many phone lines rocking at the same time, but that's not what we're doing here today, right? We would just purchase the one phone number and then keep it moving, okay? So I'm not going to get everything here in this sub account to set up because I still have to do A2P, but let's go into another account that's already set up. All right, so now I switched over to the Motion CRM, which honestly is the best damn CRM on the market right now. But let's go over and check out our settings and our phone numbers. And then we're going to check that out, okay? So we have our phone system. I have these phone numbers here, and you can see them all listed here. Right now I have 4 numbers, okay? And what I did was on the call timeout, that's another setting that you can make where you can limit the amount of time it takes to answer the call and the amount of time it takes to make the call, right? For when it times out. And that's a little deeper issue here. But you can see we have the 4 phone numbers already attached. Once we have that, we can start making our phone calls. So the first way we can make our phone calls is by simply going to the contacts, and then it's going to pull up our list. If you don't know how to use Smart List, check the YouTube. You'll see some other videos on organizing for Smart List. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick an individual and call them just one off, okay? So the first thing we could do, we could choose the actual contact. Once this person's information pops up here on the contact list, we can hit this number here and just give them a call. That's the first option. The second option is, let's say we have more than one phone number for this person, and so we want to call all those phone numbers at once. No problem. Let's choose this here. And then what we'll do is we'll put them into a workflow that only exists to make phone calls. So that workflow will simply be no trigger And the very first action will be to make a phone call. So we choose this and we can add them to the automation. I choose the call hammer, okay? When you hang up, you get a small amount of time to make a note and you can pause it. And then once you unpause, it's going to make the call to the very next number that's in line here. So you'll be able to make those calls back to back, increasing your call speed overnight, okay? Add that to the automation. Once you add them all in, then it's going to confirm that you added these contacts to a bulk action, okay? And you can see here, the action label is call hammer. It's the workflow. It's been completed. And it gives you the created and completed time, okay? As well as some details. But how do we make those phone calls? And trust me, I know it's a lot of clicking around, but once you watch this video, once rewatch it again, you'll have it in no time. But we're going to go from the contacts, and under conversations, what you'll see is a section here called manual actions. The manual actions will allow you to click there, and then you'll be able to see all of those phone numbers or all of those contacts that you lined up in that previous step. What I can choose is just the call hammer in case you have more than one of these manual actions uploaded, and it'll show everything here. What do you do from here? The only thing you have to do is hit this button here, let's start, and those phone calls are going to start automatically. The first call is going to be made. Depending on what happens with it, you'll move on to the next one. Did they answer? Was it no answer? So on and so forth. And then it'll automatically hang up and go to the next one. So now it essentially turns the single line dialer into an automatic dialer, right? Where it can happen back to back to back. Now, I promised you at the end of the video, I would tell you a few pros and cons, okay? The pros is one, you have a phone number attached to your system that not only can call, but it can text as well. And you have all of those communications lined up in one easy to use system. The second advantage is you can purchase multiple phone numbers inside of the system so that you can always be contacting them from a fresh new number. The other thing is that if you want to maintain those phone numbers, you might want to use more than one phone number, or typically use one number for less than 30 days and then switch it. Now, you don't want to switch it on phone numbers that you have associated with any sort of marketing, right? Your business cards or anything like that. But for just the targeting messaging, the messaging or the phone numbers or the cold calls, you want to always switch those phone numbers up, especially if you're doing it in volume. And the other advantage is you get to use my double tap system. If you haven't seen the YouTube video already, check the other videos here. But the double tap system is basically where you contact them more than one way. So if you make a phone call, you can send them a text message directly afterwards using a text-enabled number, and you don't have to do anything extra. The last pro is that this isn't going to cost you an extra $99 to a couple $100 in order to make the phone calls. It's already included in your GoHighLevel account, whatever kind of system you're using, if it's directly for wholesalers or if it's for small businesses. Just keep that in mind. There's other systems out there that charge hundreds of dollars to do the same thing, but you already have it included here. Now, as far as the cons is that this system is not directly only for cold calling. So it's not going to have a lot of the features that some of the other systems have. But if you're looking for an all-in-one where you can call, text, and everything from the same system and have those conversations recorded and have a permanent record here, GHL is the way to go. I won't knock another one if you're looking for a multi-line dialer. Those are going to cost over $100 per month. But if that's your focus, that's your focus. Now, lastly, if you're thinking about purchasing the system, getting your feet wet with GoHighLevel in order to take your business to the next level, awesome. I have a 4-hour course that will help you get from not knowing anything about the system. It's getting super great reviews right now. And I mean, it's 4 hours of actual videos walking through the system. So if you use my affiliate code, I usually sell that course for about $50 to $75. But if you purchase the system and use my affiliate code and send me proof of that, I'll give you that system or that course for no additional charge. Okay, that's on the house if you use my affiliate code. Okay, now if you already have high level or anything associated with high level, and you just want to take it to the next level and wanted some one-on-one time, contact me, DM me. I have links in my bio. Reach out to me and we can get that done and get you on the schedule. Okay. And if you're looking for a VA, we have that covered too. So we're kind of all in one shop. I've been doing this for 2 years. Reach out to me. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe if you got anything out of this. All right. Thanks so much.